woke is a poison apple, and Disney have had a big bite of it.
The Walt Disney Company right now is still in a downward spiral, not just limited to Snow White surprisingly, but also due to the fact that they are putting a deep pause on many live-action projects, and even animated ones out there, by the way, in the wake of the public outrage against Snow White, the overall pushback and backlash against Rachel Zegler, and everything else going on around this film.
Once a titan of the entertainment industry, Disney now finds itself in a precarious position, grappling with a series of controversies that have left fans and investors alike questioning its future. The latest storm brewing around the live-action adaptation of Snow White has sparked outrage, and it's not just about the film itself. It's a reflection of a larger crisis within the company. Let's set the stage. Disney is currently facing a significant backlash not only for Snow White, but also for its broader approach to storytelling. The company has recently announced a pause on several live-action and animated projects, a move that has left many wondering if this is a sign of deeper issues at play. The once beloved brand, known for its magical storytelling, is now struggling to connect with its audience. In a surprising twist, the Minecraft movie from Warner Bros. Has taken the box office by storm, surpassing $500 million worldwide. Meanwhile, Snow White is floundering, unable to capture the audience's attention. This stark contrast in performance is alarming for Disney, a company that has long prided itself on its ability to enchant viewers of all ages. At the center of this storm is Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, who has become a polarizing figure in recent years. As the backlash against Snow White intensifies, Iger finds himself in damage control mode, attempting to reassure everyone that the film is a success. But is it really? Iger has made several claims about Disney's commitment to remaining non-political and not pushing any particular agenda through its films and television shows. He has repeatedly stated that Disney aims to create content that is inclusive and representative of diverse audiences, without engaging in what he describes as a culture war. However, many critics argue that this assertion is disingenuous, especially in light of the controversies surrounding recent projects. The backlash against Snow White is emblematic of a broader sentiment among audiences who feel that Disney's recent storytelling choices have been influenced by political agendas, rather than a genuine desire to tell compelling stories. Iger's insistence that Disney is not engaging in political discourse has been met with skepticism, particularly as the company has faced accusations of prioritizing diversity and inclusion over traditional storytelling values. Critics argue that the very act of addressing social issues in storytelling can be seen as a political stance, regardless of intent. Adding to the complexity of the situation is the investigation launched by the Federal Communications Commission into Disney's practices. The FCC has been scrutinizing the company for its content decisions and the potential implications of its programming on public discourse. This investigation raises questions about whether Disney's content is being shaped by external pressures, including political and social movements, rather than purely creative considerations. The FCC's inquiry has sparked debates about the role of major media companies in shaping cultural narratives and the responsibilities they hold in representing diverse viewpoints. As Disney navigates this scrutiny, Iger's claims of neutrality are increasingly challenged. The investigation serves as a reminder that the intersection of media, politics, and public perception is a complex landscape that requires careful navigation. As Iger continues to assert that Disney is committed to storytelling without an agenda, the reality is that the company operates within a highly charged political environment. The expectations of audiences have evolved, and the demand for authentic representation and storytelling that reflects the complexities of modern society is more pronounced than ever. In this context, Iger's leadership is under intense scrutiny. The question remains, can Disney truly remain apolitical in an era where every piece of content is dissected for its social implications? As the company grapples with these challenges, it must find a way to balance its legacy of storytelling with the realities of a changing cultural landscape. As disconnect between the company's messaging and audience perception is growing, and it raises the question, can Disney regain the trust of its fans? The criticism surrounding Snow White is multifaceted, with many claiming that the film is emblematic of a culture war that Disney insists it's not part of. The public outrage has been fueled by concerns over representation and authenticity, particularly regarding the portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs. Iger claims that the decision to use CGI instead of casting actors from the dwarfism community was purely a production choice. However, this explanation has not sat well with many, who see it as a missed opportunity for genuine representation. The backlash has been amplified by influential voices like Peter Dinklage, who raised concerns about the portrayal of dwarfs in the film. This has led to a broader conversation about representation in media and the importance of including diverse voices in storytelling. As audiences demand more authenticity, Disney must navigate these waters carefully to avoid further alienating its fan base. As Iger continues to navigate these turbulent waters, he insists that the production of Snow White was smooth and devoid of significant reshoots. Yet, insiders reveal a different story, one of extensive reshoots and costly delays that contradict Iger's narrative. The film, which was completed back in 2022, has only now seen the light of day, raising eyebrows about what really happened behind the scenes. The production issues surrounding Snow White are not just a matter of logistics, they reflect a deeper crisis within Disney. The company has been struggling to balance its legacy of storytelling with the demands of modern audiences. In an era where representation and inclusivity are paramount, Disney's attempts to navigate these waters have often felt clumsy and out of touch. Looking ahead, the future of Disney's upcoming projects remains uncertain. The live-action remake of Tangled is reportedly on pause, a move that often signals impending cancellation. If history is any guide, we may soon hear more about this project's fate, and it's unlikely to be good news. The pause on Tangled is just one example of how Disney is grappling with its identity in a rapidly changing entertainment landscape. As we explore the implications of Disney's current trajectory, it's essential to consider the role of its shareholders. The top 3 shareholders, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, have significant influence over the company's direction. Their ideologies and priorities often shape the decisions made at the corporate level. This dynamic raises questions about the extent to which Disney is willing to compromise its artistic vision in favor of appeasing its investors. At the heart of Disney's struggles is the need for authentic storytelling. Audiences today crave narratives that resonate with their experiences and reflect the world around them. As Disney continues to grapple with its identity, it must prioritize stories that are not only entertaining, but also meaningful. The success of films like Encanto and Raya and the Last Dragon demonstrates that audiences are hungry for diverse stories that celebrate different cultures and perspectives. These films have not only performed well at the box office, but have also garnered critical acclaim for their authentic representation. By embracing authenticity and allowing diverse voices to shape their narratives, Disney can reclaim its position as a leader in storytelling. In today's digital age, social media plays a pivotal role in shaping public perception. The outrage surrounding Snow White has been amplified by platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, where fans express their opinions and rally support for their causes. This newfound power of the audience has forced Disney to confront its decisions in real time, leading to a more reactive approach rather than a proactive one. The speed at which information spreads online means that any misstep can lead to immediate backlash. Disney's attempts to navigate this landscape have often felt like a game of whack-a-mole, with the company scrambling to address criticism as it arises. This reactive strategy can undermine the trust that audiences have in the brand, leading to further disillusionment. As Disney looks to the future, it faces the challenge of balancing nostalgia with innovation. The company has a rich history of beloved characters and stories, but the landscape of entertainment is changing rapidly. Audiences are no longer satisfied with reboots and remakes that simply rehash old material. They want fresh, original content that speaks to their experiences. Disney must find a way to honor its legacy while also pushing the boundaries of creativity. This means taking risks on new stories and characters that reflect the diversity of today's world. By doing so, Disney can not only attract new audiences, but also reignite the passion of longtime fans who have grown disillusioned with the company's recent offerings. As we look to the future, the fate of Disney hangs in the balance. The company has the potential to reclaim its status as a leader in the entertainment industry, but it must be willing to adapt and evolve. This means listening to the voices of its audience, embracing authenticity, and prioritizing diverse storytelling. The ongoing drama surrounding Snow White serves as a reminder that Disney is at a crossroads. The decisions made in the coming months will shape the company's trajectory for years to come. Will Disney rise to the occasion and embrace the change that is needed, or will it continue down a path of disillusionment and decline? In conclusion, Disney is at a critical juncture, with Bob Iger's leadership under scrutiny as the company faces mounting challenges. The ongoing drama surrounding Snow White is just a glimpse into the larger issues at play. As we watch this unfold, one has to wonder, what does the future hold for Disney and its loyal audience? The company has a rich history of storytelling, but it seems that the magic is fading. To regain the trust of its audience, Disney must prioritize authentic storytelling, embrace diverse perspectives, and listen to the voices of its fans. The path forward may be fraught with challenges, but with a commitment to innovation and a respect for its legacy, Disney can once again become a beacon of creativity and imagination. As we wrap up this discussion, I invite you to share your thoughts on the ongoing Disney drama. What do you think about the future of Snow White and Disney's approach to storytelling? Are you hopeful for the company's direction, or do you believe it has lost its way? If you enjoyed this content, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. Let's continue this conversation and explore what the future holds for Disney together.